Hello, Professor. This is the first of my video journals, and for lack of time, I'm going to get right into it. Does your organization believe that risk management is needed and important? I do not believe they have even that in their mind. Maybe at the third level management, where they are involved with other organizations and other taskings that require it. But within my own personal organization, not only have I not seen any kind of risk management, I believe because of that, we have suffered in two recent occasions being written up by our customer, our government customer. As with you, I am an aerospace worker. I work for Northrop Grumman Corporation, and I have for nearly 30 years. But this particular program that I'm on lacks in many ways, and one of them is, in my experience, my personal observation, has been a lack of risk management tool, project management tool, even earned value management within the organization. Outside of our organization, they support it, but not within our personal organization that I'm personally aware of. Explain and justify your responses. I think I kind of did. What action does your organization take formally or informally to reduce risk and increase the probability of opportunity? Again, I don't think we do a good job at that. We're very reactive. We're firemen, so we put out fires that spring up. And sadly to report, many of those are brought to our attention by our customer. We are contracted with the customer to oversee their inventory once we sell and deliver it to them. I'm in logistics, so it's aftermarket spare and repair parts. We are supposed to know where those parts are at all times, and if you ask a given item manager, they would be able to tell you, oh yeah, I have 3 in repair, and oh yeah, there's several at so many bases, and so on. But collectively as a department, we are not able to produce that reporting. I've been working on methods and reporting to derive that information for the last year and a half, and it was only recently that where we were written up and given a PAR, performance deficiency report, because we were not able to quickly and when asked show that we knew exactly where all the parts were that we delivered to them, sold to them, and delivered to them at their request. In fact, this project that I'm building because of these classes that I'm taking include what we're calling the asset reconciliation report, which is this report to say, we show we delivered you this many, here's where they all are. I do believe, though, along with program management techniques using Microsoft Project and so on, the earned value management within those projects, and now risk management, which I'm learning now through this class, I think I will become that person that brings that attention and those skill sets to my organization. What is the risk tolerance of your organization? I want to say they don't really have one. However, none of them want to be in a position where they're having to defend themselves or prove themselves or have to admit that they're wrong. So they are very risk averse, and if I understand that properly, they do not want any risk, they do not want any, but their reactive nature and the methods that they attempting to employ to cause that, that nirvana to be achieved included deception and, deflection and blame shifting and things like that. So much so that the third level manager that really espoused such demeanor has been let go from the company after 25 years. The new manager that has come in is not as strong as we'd like, but he's definitely got more wisdom than the previous. However, the second level managers below him are also lacking in making difficult decisions, being proactive. They have a tendency to just simply depend on the workers to bring to them issues and solutions So the management staff within my organization is very weak. The two issues that we were written up for recently included the asset reconciliation. Prove to me what you say you've delivered to me and where they are. The second issue was, I guess, similar. We forecast and support bases for inventory, and we set the levels with which they should, the inventory should be at in order to support the warfighter in those areas, and yet we regularly have deficiencies in those areas. We regularly show less inventory than we actually say should be there, and they have written us up for that. You forecast that you should have that many, you have them set that you should have that many, yet you lack the support to get that many in those areas. Based on the biblical principles section, Nehemiah prayed. I try very hard to pray every single day, and I share that same philosophy with those around me that would listen. They all know that I'm the crazy Christian guy, but he also was proactive in searching out his problem. He was proactive in looking at the project that he was given, and even without anyone knowing it, looking around and seeing where the problems lie, where the wall was broken down, where the needs were, so that when he came back to the leadership and others, he was able to report properly. These areas need help. These areas are risks and have problems. And these were the recommended solutions. And though in Nehemiah's case, they didn't necessarily, there was some recommendation back to him on maybe ideas and such, many of which were deceptive. I think that is something that builds on teamwork and engagement and getting other people's skin in the game by looking and asking for support from those other people who are deeper into the trenches maybe than the project manager for ideas, for areas of risk and concern that they may see. And then, boiling that all together to come out with a better risk plan. As our author said in one statement, when you build that risk assessment, don't do 5 or 6 items, do tens to hundreds of items to get them all out there on the table. And I think that's the key. Sorry for the extended amount of time. I know you would like this to be 3 to 5 minutes. I'm a little more winded. I will work on that to get these shortened. Thank you for your time.